Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's been a little while. I've been away. I'm back home. The boy, the smaller child, has been asking to play Marvel Champions. So I've been learning to play solo before we get a couple of games in. So I thought I would talk you through a game. So we are working today with, let's see if I can show you this, with Miles Morales, Spider-Man. This is the first deck I have ever written myself. You do get pre-constructed decks, but I'm using my own deck, whether it's any good. This is the simplest villain. We have got Rhino. So we're playing in standard difficulty. So it's the most straightforward villain. And we are going with the standard difficulty. So if I can't deal with this, there's something wrong. Rhino starts on level 1 with 14 hit points per. This is a cooperative game, but playing true solo with Miles, it's going to be 14 per player. So he's starting on 14. We're starting on 9. Yeah, we're just going to get stuck straight in. Hopefully I get things right. We start off with a hand size of 6 for Miles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each character gets their own 15 cards that are specific to them, and then you choose an aspect: aggression, leadership, justice, leadership. No, aggression, justice, leadership, protection, and you fill out the rest of your deck. It's very similar to Eldritch Horror, not Eldritch Horror, Arkham Horror, a little simpler. You fill out the rest of your deck with basic and cards specific to your aspect. So we are going Justice for Miles. Hopefully you'll be able to see some of these cards. So our first hand, which we can mulligan. Let's see what we've got. We've got 2 allies. And we have got some pretty good cards here, actually. A double. This is another double for playing a. I don't think I need these. Although it's pretty good. I quite like those. But no, I think I'll discard 2 for part of my mulligan, and we'll take Swift Retribution and Double Life. Okay, so this is our starting hand. This is what we have to work with. I will hopefully keep things in order. I don't know if that'll be better. Better use of space, maybe? Don't know. We'll see. Right, so we've got Miles. Let's see what happens. So we have a reference card here. Not sure if you'll be able to see that. So I'm going to work my way through that, then flip to villain. So first we get to play cards. We can do a basic action. We don't want to be doing recovery. First things first, I think we'll flip to our hero side. So for Rhino, his objective is to get 7 threat on his main scheme. So Rhino is trying to smash through the facility wall and steal a shipment of vibranium. You must stop him. See what we can do. Let's get a couple of allies out, I think. We will just get them both out, I think. We'll go for Ghost Spider, which we will... energy is a double resource. You can see at the bottom there. +1 pays the cost of 3. So we will pull out an ally in the form of Ghost Spider. And then we will also pay this, because it's a 1 card, a 1 ally, a 1 value. Let's see if I can get in the middle. However, if you're playing a yellow card, it's worth 2. The Power of Justice. So Spider-Woman costs 3, +1. So we will also bring in Spider-Woman. There he is. Let us attack with Ghost Spider. So that will do 2 damage. And she'll take 1 consequential damage as a result. So she's activated. I'm going to use a dice, so I know that they're exhausted rather than keep turning things. Spider-Woman, she's quite good at thwarting. She's good at attacking, but she takes 2 consequential damage and she's only got 3 hit points. So I'm not 100% sure I want to be taking damage straight away, although we do need to just get through him. So maybe we do. I can attack with Spider-Man as well. Let's do that. So he's gone, which will do another 2 damage. And I might as well attack with Spider-Woman as well. Let's just go all out. We'll go ham. Spider-Ham. Right. So everybody's attacked. So we've done all of our cards. We've played all of our cards. We've activated our allies. We changed our form. You can only do that once. So we discard any cards, we draw up, and we ready everyone. So we'll ready everybody by removing our exhausted tokens. We draw back up. In his hero form, we only have a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. We've got another double, a web shot, Overwatch, another web shot, and another web shot. So web shot's our main. It's quite good because we can do 4 damage to an enemy. And if we pay for it using energy resources, we can trigger our Venom Blast, which is one of our main things, which does an extra 2 damage and stuns. So it's pretty good. So I will place my hand, let's put it under my face there so we know where it is. Okay, so we go to a Rhino. So first thing Rhino is going to do is he's going to attack because I'm in hero form. So he does 2 for his attack, plus he's going to draw a card and see how much bigger it gets. Okay, so first things first, it goes to him. So he is going to, it's going to go up 1 for the threat, and then he's going to attack. It's whether or not I want to defend or take it. I think I will take this one. So he's going to do 2 damage. Oh, did I attack with Spider-Woman last turn? I think I did, didn't I? So I think she has to take 2. So he's going to do 2 damage, plus return it, and we count the boost icons. There's 1 there. Not boost, yeah, boost icons. So he's going to do 3 damage. So that takes us down to 6. Okay, then we get an encounter card. 1 per player. There's only 1. Shadows of the Past. Oh, okay. When revealed, your set-aside nemesis minion... reveal your set-aside nemesis minion. Put it into play, engage with you. Reveal your set-aside nemesis side scheme and put it into play. Shuffle the rest of your set-aside nemesis encounter set into the encounter deck. Okay, so our nemesis is, as you would expect, Prowler for Miles. And then, let's see where we can, the best way of doing this. I will put that sideways. And so this is an accelerate token. So what this means is that when we add threat here, it's going to get an extra 1. So tracking threat prey, 4 threat goes onto this. I'm shuffling in the rest of his nemesis deck there. So he doesn't actually attack us at this point. When revealed, if we're in alter ego, we give him tough. He isn't though, so he just comes out like that. So he's going to do bad things to us now. So we need to try and get rid of him. There's a lot of things starting to happen, as you can see. However, for the villain phase, that's that. Go back to us. He's still only got 8 health, though. Yeah. Let's think what we can do here. Okay, I think that we want to get rid of this. So I am going to use strength to pay for a web shot. We're going to web shot Prowler, which does 4 damage. Then I think we will attack Prowler with Ghost Spider. She will take a consequential damage, but due to Prowler has only got 1 more, so that's him defeated. I think it was best to get rid of him. So she's gone. So we've got Spider-Woman and ourselves. Haven't got enough. Well, I have got enough energy to do 1 more web shot. I could defeat him now, but I don't know if that's a good idea. So I think I will play Overwatch, which is an upgrade. We attach it to a scheme. When any amount of threat is removed from that scheme, remove an equal amount from a different scheme. So we'll put it onto Tracking Prey. And then we will, I think we'll thwart with Spider-Man, which does 2. So that removes 2 threat from here. But because it's got Overwatch, we get to remove 2 from there. So I haven't got enough to thwart it again. So I think that will have to stop me. So we'll keep hold of our 2 web shot. Our 2 web shots. Then we will stay in hero form. We will draw back up 1, 2, 3. We have Champion's Mobile Bunker, which is something that we can deploy as support that allows us to search through our cards a bit better. Across the Spider-Verse allows us to pull allies out of our discard pile and replay them. And then we have some more support from the man in the chair. So that is our new hand. And we ready up. Okay, so we are going to go to add in threat. Now there's an acceleration token there, so we are adding 2 threat. 1 for his normal scheme, 1 for the threat there. Not 1 for his normal, the normal threat, and 1 for that. Then he's going to attack again, but we are going to defend with Spider-Woman. So his attack is 2. There's no boost, it just does 2. However, she's only got 1 health left, so that is enough to take out Spider-Woman. Then we get a face-down card. Gang Up. When revealed in hero form, the villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. So thankfully we got rid of Prowler. However, Rhino's going to have another attack. And I think I am going to defend with Gwen, just in case. So he's going to do 2 plus nothing. So it's just going to do 2 again. However, she's only got 1 left. So we lose our Ghost Spider. I think I put Spider-Woman. Put Spider-Woman into the hair by accident. We should be under it. Okay, so that is his go. We come to ourselves. Come on, Miles. We can do well here. We've only got 6 health, but if we scheme, if we thwart, we can pretty much get rid of all of the stuff. So let's do that first of all. We will thwart for 2, and we'll take off this 2. And because of Overwatch, we also take 2 from here. And then we will... hang on. When Ghost Spider leaves play, we can search our deck for an identity-specific event and add it to our hand. We'll take another web shot into our hand. Oh, I've done it again. Okay, so now we've got lots of web shots. Okay, so I'm going to play the mobile bunker. It's probably a bad idea on one of my web shots to get Genk out. So he's support. I can exhaust him as an action to draw a card. If I'm in hero card, I have to discard one from my hand. The mobile bunker did a similar thing, but I fancied getting him. And then I think I will spend Across the Spider-Verse on web shot to do a web shot, which will do 4 damage. However, I didn't pay for it with energy. I mean, I've used up quite a lot of my good cards there. I hope that's not folly. And then I think I will flip into alter ego mode. And then for an action with Genk, I will exhaust him to draw a card. So I get the power of justice. That's pretty good. Then I draw back up. I've got a hand size of 6 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are redded. We've pulled Hobie. Basically, when he leaves play, we get to discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, and for each boost, we do damage. Swing in. This is a really good one. We remove 4 threat. If we pay for it using science, we can go into camouflage mode. Making an entrance. You thwart with +2. If you remove all the threat from a scheme, you heal 2. Double life when you change form. If you can, you get to change form for an action, and if you used mental, you can ready or physical. I think that is. You can ready, and Nick Fury as an ally, who's pretty busted. Okay, so that is us. We add just 1 threat now because the other one's gone out of play. Because we're in alter ego form, Rhino is going to scheme. Schemes of 1 plus a boost. 2 boosts, so he's going to scheme for 3. What that means is we get an extra 3 on here, so it only has to go up to 7 for us to lose the game, so we have to do something about that now. Now we get to draw a card. If we accelerate, it could well be game over here. Charge, attached to Rhino. Okay, so when he next attacks, he gets overkill, so excess damage from an ally comes to us, and it gets +3 damage on his next attack. So he's going to be doing 5 damage with his next attack, which is pretty busted. Right, so it comes back to us. We need to get some thwarting done. We could make an entrance. Right, I think first of all, we'll exhaust Genk to draw a card. Kank, not Genk. Okay. That is some web shooters. They're quite useful. So we will spend... I think the green might be wild, actually, so we can count it as anything. I'm not sure. Okay, so we will play some web shooters, I think. And we will use. I'm going to use double life to pay for it. Oh yeah, sorry. So we flip. No, we're going to use that for an upgrade. We're going to go with the web shooters. So the web shooters have 3 uses. So that was double life for those. Then I think I'd like to put Nick Fury in, but I don't want to lose all this for Nick Fury. And I need to scheme, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to. So I'm going to go for making an entrance, which I'm going to pay for with. I'm going to pay for it with Spider-Man. Then we're going to make a basic thwart, but we get +2, so we thwart for 4. If we removed all of the threat from the scheme, we heal 2. That puts us back up to 8. Okay. Then we have got Hour of Justice and Swing In. I think I'm just gonna. So he's thwarted. I think that's all I'm gonna do. I mean, I could pull in Nick Fury as well. I think I'm just gonna save it for now. Okay. I'm going to draw back up. We get another Overwatch and a team building exercise. Okay. We ready up. Maybe in future games I'll ditch the discard pile. Okay, so Rhino, he is going to. We're going to add threat, and then he is going to attack. Crikey, I don't have. Yeah, I should have played what's it, shouldn't I? Because he's going to do 5 plus a boost. He could take me out, so I'm going to have to defend. So he's going to do. I'm going to block 2 of it. So he does 6. So I'm going to take 4. Puts me down to 4. Oh, crikey. So if my encounter card now allows him to attack again, it's game over. Oh, it's Sandman, a minion. So he comes into play, engaged with us. Enters play with tough status. He's a tough man. Right, this is pretty scary. You can see I'm a beginner. I think we need to get him beat ridiculously. I think we're going to spend everything to bring in Nick Fury. Don't know if that's a clever thing or not. So Nick comes in. I could spend one of these and save one. I'll save the Power of Justice and spend one of those. Okay, so Nick is there. I think he will. Well, before he does anything, I'm going to use an action from the man in the chair to draw another card, and then I get to discard one. We have a crew quarters or the Power of Justice. I think I quite like the look of that crew quarters, but I'll just keep the Power of Justice. I had to get rid of it because I'm in hero form. Maybe should have done that earlier in the sequencing. Right, I think I will use Nick to. It's not a good position I've got myself in. I will attack Sandman, which just removes his toughness. And then I will take a consequential damage. And then I'm going to flip. Hopefully, this isn't the end. It could well be. He's going to come off. So I think this is going to be the end. Maybe I should have stayed in that form. I'm going to stay in that form and not flip. Right, the villain. He's going to do his attack. I'm going to defend with Nick. So he loses that charge thing. He discards it at the end of his... Oh, he should have done that at the end of the last one. So that's already gone, actually. He's just going to do 2 damage. So I'm not going to defend with Nick. I'm going to take... It's not good being... I'm going to have to defend it. So he does 2 plus 1. I defend 2, so it's just going to do 1 to me. Then Sandman is going to attack, which I'll defend with Nick. So it kills Nick. Oh man, this is not looking good. I think I should have added another threat onto there, shouldn't I? I'm not sure if I added one. Don't think I did. Let's just add another one. Kind of lost the plot here, haven't I? And I didn't draw back up. Pressure just got to me. So it's not going great. Yeah, I'm not in a good place here. I'm gonna flip. I don't think there's much point in flipping, actually. I'm going to spend one of these to play Power Within. So when we use a basic ability, we can discard it to do a Venom Blast. Then that's exhausted this turn. I'm also going to use Great Responsibility to play Defense Mechanism. So when we use a basic power, we can discard it to get Spider Camouflage. And I've got Genius and Power of Justice. It's nothing. I've got no way of attacking, which is bad. I'm going to draw with the man in the chair. I get swing in. Okay, so if I ditch Power of Justice, I'm going to use Genius to swing in. That costs 2. I remove 4th threat from the scheme. If I paid using Science, which I did, we get Camouflage. So we take them. And we will use Camouflage, which is give Spider-Man a tough status and confuse an enemy. So we're tough. And we will confuse the Rhino. He just doesn't know where I've gone. And then I'm going to flip down into Miles form. Thing. Okay. Right, I've got to get some stuff done here. So I get to ready. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got another ally. Team building, Web of Life. That's a good one to bring a Web Warrior. No, that just gives us a card, basically, when a Web Warrior leaves play. Oh, this is good. We've got a Spider-Man, and we've got Swift Retribution. That's good, because when the villain schemes, I can deal 4 damage to him. So it goes to the villain. He is going to... It's on Rhino, not on the scheme. That goes up automatically by 1. Then they're going to both try and scheme. He's confused, so that just comes off. Then Sandman schemes for 2, which... What's that up to 3? Okay. Right, then it comes back to us. Oh no, then we have our encounter. Armor attached to Rhino. When any amount of damage would be dealt to Rhino, place it here instead. If there's 5 damage on it, discard his suit. Oofed. Thought we nearly had him as well. Okay, so now he's got armor. We need to get rid of Sandman, don't we? Okay, so it comes to us. We need to heal. So we are going to recover for an action, which gives us 4. Puts us back up to 7. We are going to have a chat with the man in the chair. We get to add another. It's quite good. I will spend a web. Okay, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna use a web shooter as as energy, which gets rid of it, and I am going to spend great responsibility in team building to play Spider-Man. So Spider-Man, you needed to play an energy, a science, and a physical. And then when he attacks off thwarts, we can ready another Web Warriors character. And Miles is a Web Warriors, which is good. So we can also use. I'm going to use Swift Retribution to play some more web shooters. And then I will attack Sandman with Spider-Man for 2. He'll take 1 consequential damage. When he does an attack or a thwart, we can ready another character. I think this is right. So we'll ready ourselves. And then we'll flip to hero form. And then we are going to. I think I'm going to spend Web of Life and Destiny and a web shooter to play Jefferson Davis. There he is. You still can't see him. But the long and short of it is we spend him to remove a threat from the scheme with the least threat. So we'll do that. Then we're going to use Spider-Man to attack for 2 into Sandman, which takes out Sandman. And then because I did a basic action, I can Venom Blast, which does 2 damage to an enemy. I'm going to do 2 damage to the armor, but more importantly, it stuns. So that's him stunned. So next time he would attack, instead of attacking, he is just going to shake the stun. I've already got tough, so I don't need to do anything else there. Okay. I think that is that. I'm going to draw back up another 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's only 3. So I've decked out, which means I have to draw myself an encounter card. Okay. Right. So I get another one. So we've drawn Lay Down the Law. So when we change form, we can remove 3 threat from a scheme. Arachnobatics twice. Deal 2 damage. If they have stun, deal 3 additional damage to it. If they have confused, deal an additional 3. Wow. There you go. And then Spider-Woman. She's back. Okay. So I shall ready. We add a threat to our scheme. He is going to attack, but he's stunned, so we just lose the stun. Then we go through our 2 encounter cards. The first one, when revealed, Prowler attacks the player with the fewest remaining hit points. If no attack was made, it gains Surge. Advance, when revealed, the villain schemes. So he schemes for 1 plus 1. So he schemes for 2. Do we have the... Oh, we don't have the one anymore that damages and... Oof, gosh. That's on 5 now. 1 more and we're done. So let's hope this isn't another advance, eh? Explosion. When revealed, if Bomb Scare is in play... No, it's not. If it's not in play, gain Surge. Hydra Mercenary. Guard. So it's a minion. So he's got guard, so while this minion's engaged with us, we can't attack the villain. Crikey. We're very close to being taken out here. We're going to have to do some thwarting. I think we will thwart for 2. I think it's a consequential. See, this one I think has to... It says, hero response thwart after you change form, remove free threat from a scheme. 4 if you pay for it using science, but it's a hero action, so I think I have to turn 2 hero form. I think I need to get Spider-Woman out. So she costs 3. I'm going to get her out with... I'm going to spend 3. Get Spider-Woman out. Then I am going to... actually, there's a better way I can do this. So I will, first of all... Let's take these back. I will thwart with Spider-Man for 2. After I use a basic power, discard defense mechanism to resolve camouflage. So he gets tough. He's already got tough, but I confuse an enemy. So I'm going to confuse Rhino. I'm going to use a web shooter for 1 wild and lay down the law to bring out Spider-Woman because she costs 1 fewer for each confused enemy. Then I'm going to use Jefferson to remove a threat. And then I am going to use a Web of Destiny for Arachnobatics, which deals 2 damages to an enemy, but it does an additional 3 damage if it's confused. So it's going to do 5 damage. So it's going to do 3 onto this, gets rid of the armor. And then I believe it'll overspill the other 2 onto Rhino, so he's got 2 left. 1 card in hand. No, Spider-Woman could attack for 2 to take him out. Oh no, I can't attack because of guard. So it'll have had to just do 2 damage to there. Take that back. Forgot about guard. So the armor is still there. So Arachnobatics would do 2 damage to the Hydra Mercenary. And then Spider-Woman will attack it for another 2, which kills this. She takes 2 consequential damage. And she's done. Crikey. That's that. Ends my turn. I'm going to ready everything. I'm going to draw up 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta kill this fellow. Right. So he is going to add 1 to his scheme. Then he is going to attack. I'm going to let it come through. Lose my tough. Then we get... Oh, that one would have been the boost for the tough. Then this is my encounter. Crowd control. We have another side scheme. It starts with 2 threat on it. We must do this before we do that one. Panic civilians, crowd the area. It's difficult to confront Rhino without putting them at risk. Get the people to safety. So we have to deal with this before we can deal with that now. Then it comes to us. Okay, we can do that. Right, I'm going to use that last web shooter. To play Arachnobatics, which is going to do exactly what I wanted it to do last turn. It's going to do 2 damage, which puts it up to 4 taken, then an additional 3 because he's confused. So it's going to basically just do 2 damage. He's down to 2. Yes! Yes, I'm making a meal of this. I really am. That should be there. Okay. Don't really want to do anything with my allies because they'll die. I will remove 1 threat from the screen with the least threat from him. Now, I think that that'll bypass this because this is saying... Oh no, it says you can't remove threat from the main scheme, so must remove it from there. Alright, I'm going to spend 3. Play Ghost Spider. And then I am going to attack with Spider-Man to do 2 damage, which defeats him. Okay. So we go to number 2. When revealed, search the encounter deck for breaking and taking side scheme. And reveal it. Breaking and taking. Anything affect? Maybe just. Okay, breaking and taking. Starts with 2 threat. When revealed, place an extra 1 per person. We're going to draw an extra encounter card during the encounter phase. Oofed. Yeah, I think we need to get rid of that. It's a shame I've just got rid of Overwatch, isn't it? Right. So he's going up to 15 health. Put it that way. So he's on 15 health. All of the threat in the world. That was him just going. I think I will... Crikey. So much. I think I might just... Should we just go into him and try and kill him? I think I will... She's going to attack for a consequential damage and do 2 to Rhino. Puts him on 13. These 2 haven't gone. I could lose them both. So actually, I'll attack with Spider-Man, which does another 2. Takes him down to 11. But consequential damage kills him. However... Oh no. Oh no, it's whenever... Yeah, so... You can then choose another Web Warriors character to activate. So I will activate Spider-Man again. Miles. I'm going to go for it and just take another consequential damage and attack with Spider-Woman, taking him down to 9. And then I'm going to attack with Spider-Man for 2. Taking him down to 7. And then I'm going to flip to Miles. I'm going to use Gank to draw a card. That's that. So I draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're just going in to fight him this time. I think we should have done that last time. Threats added. It's just the 1. He tries to scheme, but he's confused, so that comes off. Comes to us. I think at this point we're just going to go for him, aren't we? So we will use Power Within and Team Building to do a web shot. No, first of all, we'll flip. Power Within and Team Building to do a web shot, which does 4 damage to him. Takes him down to 3. And then, because we used Power, we get to resolve Venom Blast, which does another 2. Takes him down to 1 and stuns him. And then we will attack with Ghost Spider for 2, which defeats him. I think I made a bit of a meal of that, but there you go. We just absolutely powered into him. We got the right cards there at the end to do exactly what we were doing. I may have dithered a bit in the middle. Yeah, it's an interesting game. It's good fun. It packs really small once you've got your deck and an encounter deck. I mean, that is a lot to say. It's just basically the size of a pack of cards. You don't necessarily need to bring these little thingamajigs. You just need a few tokens. I use the ones that came with the game. But yeah, it's nice. It's a bit of fun. I'll maybe do a bit more practicing, and then yeah, you can have a look and see how we do against some other things. I think Miles is pretty good. I've done it before with a few of the ones that came in the starter box, and they're all good. They all play very, very differently, and villains do. But yeah, I think Miles, when you get the right cards, as you've seen there, it does so much damage. Just doing 4 damage for an attack action, and then if you're using lightning or energy, it becomes 6 damage, and it also stuns them at the same time. You can just like fire a couple of those off so cheap. Yeah, there you go. Bit of fun. Really cheap to buy at the moment, so I think you can get the core box for about £30 if you go to your friendly local gaming store, maybe a bit more. I think on Zatu, which is where I shop, it's £33. You get 4 starting characters. You get Spider-Man, She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, and Black Panther. And for the villains, you get Rhino, Claw, and Ultron. And you have a standard and an advanced or difficult way to play each villain. Yeah, there you go. I like it. Thanks for watching. Hope it's of interest.